After spending nearly his entire major league career on the West Coast, former UMass shortstop Gary DiSarcina is back where he belongs. The Billerica native managed the Triple-A Pawtucket Red Sox this summer.
My whole career I grew up in the Angels system as a player, but I grew up as a staff member with the Red Sox. So I feel I come home to not just my family, but the Red Sox family, and that's really important to me. I mean, I had Xander Bogaerts in 2010 when I was an infield coordinator. You know, I had them as babies in Lowell. Will Middlebrooks was 17, 18 years old. So I feel like I've come home to family in the business sense and in the personal sense.
DiSarcina enjoyed a successful run in 2013, guiding the Paw Sox to the International League playoffs. Nearly 3 decades earlier, though, he came to Amherst as a 17-year-old freshman, following in the footsteps of his uncle Joe, who was an All-American for UMass in the 1960s. After a junior season in which Gary hit .366 for the Minutemen, the California Angels came calling.
That summer I was playing on the Cape. I know the draft was in June. I went down to the Cape because I wasn't really happy with the amount of money they offered. I thought that being a 6th-round pick, you know, I thought I deserved some more money because I was leaving school. I was giving up a year of school. And my brother was coming, and I was going to play with him, and I had not had the chance to do that. So I went down the Cape with all intentions to go back to school, and then the Angels came back and offered some more money, and I just sat down and talked to my parents about it. And I think ultimately it boils down to the opportunity, and the opportunity to play for the Angels and get my professional career started. I couldn't pass on it.
What followed was a 12-year major league career. Once he hung his spikes up, DiSarcina stayed in baseball as a studio analyst and manager of the Lowell Spinners. He returned to the dugout this summer after spending the past 2 seasons as a special assistant to the general manager for the Los Angeles Angels.
Last year I went down and managed the Angels Little Rock team, which is their Double-A team, for 5 days. And my first day back in the dugout, I just felt the juices flowing, felt like, man, this is where I'm supposed to be.
And 3 years on the diamond for the Minutemen and some time spent in the freshman dorms provided the foundation for what lied ahead.
I was lucky to have my own fraternity, so to speak, with the baseball team. But, you know, living in Southwest for me was eye-opening in the sense of now you have all these different types of people you have to get along with. And I think it just definitely prepared me for this game. And, you know, with the way baseball is, I mean, we have Japanese players, Korean players, Latin American players. Coming back at you.
The Paw Sox have a proven track record for developing future major league coaches. Their last 2 managers are currently wearing big league uniforms, and while managing in the majors is Gary's goal, he's enjoying the journey.
I think we all ultimately want to get to that point, but just like when you hear successful restaurants, the owner of the restaurant washed dishes. I'm taking my time, I'm not in a rush. You know, I saw some front office side, I saw some TV side. I worked for Team Italy during a baseball classic. Just kind of experience as much as I can, and you know, I'm right where I want to be right now. I'm in a good position in a great organization, and I'm learning every day. Something doesn't pass by where I make a mental note of it. And for me right now, my job's to be with these players and to get these players to the big leagues and help the Red Sox win a World Series.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Crucial.